1. Tennessee Volunteers Jermod McCoy, Carter and Arion Carter named preseason All-SEC. 2. Why the Vols ranked 9th in SEC Preseason Poll 2025, Tennessee Football Analysis. 3. Tennessee football predicted to finish 9th in 2025 SEC Preseason Poll, Vols Preview. 1. Tennessee Volunteers Jermod McCoy, Carter and Arion Carter named preseason All-SEC. In a bold display of talent and anticipation, the media has spoken, and the Volunteers, Vols, are basking in the spotlight with 3 of their own being hailed as preseason All-Southeastern Conference, SEC, picks. This prestigious acknowledgement, revealed at the conclusion of the SEC Media Week in Atlanta's illustrious College Football Hall of Fame, underscores the team's potential and the individual prowess of its standout players. But here's where it gets interesting: the hype around one player in particular, Jermod McCoy, is reaching fever pitch, and it's not just because of his on-field performance. And this is the part most people miss: there's a backstory that adds depth to his success story. Let's dive into the details. Jermod McCoy, a cornerback who made waves in his debut season with the Vols, stands out as the sole first-team selection for Tennessee heading into the 2025 season. Joining him in the limelight are defensive back Carter and linebacker Arion Carter, both earning third-team accolades. These 3 defenders are the heart of a defense that soared to number 7 in the nation and secured the number 2 spot in the SEC for scoring defense in the previous season. Their efforts propelled the Vols into the 12-team college football playoff in December, a testament to their collective strength. McCoy's journey, however, is one of resilience and redemption. After a breakout season where he racked up 44 tackles, 9 defended passes, and 4 interceptions, he's now facing a significant challenge. Recovering from an ACL tear sustained during off-season workouts in January, McCoy's dedication to rehabilitation is setting him up for a bright future. Experts predict him as a first-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, with some even labeling him the top corner available. It's a remarkable turnaround from his days at Oregon State, where he recorded 31 tackles and 2 interceptions in 12 games as a freshman before transferring to Tennessee. Carter, a local hero from Bradley Central High School, has carved out his niche in the Vols defense. Stepping into the nickelback role mid-season, he proved his mettle with 35 tackles, 1 interception, and 1 sack across 12 regular season games. His standout performance against Florida, where he intercepted a pass in the second half, earned him the SEC Freshman of the Week title. Beyond his defensive skills, Carter showcased his versatility as a punt returner, averaging an impressive 16.5 yards on 12 returns once given the opportunity. Arion Carter, the team's leading tackler from the previous season, rounds out this trio of talent. With 68 tackles under his belt, including 6.5 for loss, an interception, 6 pass breakups, and 3 quarterback hurries, his impact is undeniable. Praised by linebackers coach William Inga for his speed, quickness, and physicality, Carter embodies the transformation from high school running back to a formidable linebacker. His leadership and work ethic have been instrumental in the team's cohesion and success. As the Vols prepare to kick off training camp later this month, fans and analysts alike are buzzing with anticipation. The season opener against Syracuse on August 30th, scheduled for noon Eastern Time and televised on ABC, will be the first test for these celebrated players. Will they live up to the hype? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure: the stage is set for an electrifying season. 2. Why the Vols ranked 9th in SEC Preseason Poll 2025, Tennessee Football Analysis. The Volunteers are facing an uphill battle, according to the SEC media, but there's still plenty of reason for optimism. The annual Southeastern Conference Preseason Football Poll is out, and the results are in. The University of Tennessee Volunteers are predicted to finish 9th in the conference. This news comes after a whirlwind of media coverage in Atlanta, where journalists from across the SEC gathered to assess the upcoming season. Now, 9th place might not sound like a ringing endorsement, especially considering the Vols' impressive performance last year, which included a college football playoff appearance. But let's break down what this means and why it's not necessarily a death sentence for Tennessee's hopes. Texas, a team that has been making waves in the college football landscape, snagged the top spot in the preseason rankings. Georgia, always a powerhouse, is right behind them at number 2. Alabama, LSU, and South Carolina complete the top 5. These are all programs with a history of success and strong recruiting classes, so it's understandable why they're favored. But here's where it gets controversial. Preseason polls are just that, predictions. They're based on a variety of factors, including returning talent, coaching changes, and recruiting rankings. They don't always accurately reflect the final outcome of the season. Remember, upsets happen. A team can easily exceed expectations, and a team can just as easily underperform. Despite the overall ranking, there's good news for the Volume's 3 Tennessee players were recognized on the preseason All-SEC teams, a testament to their individual talent and potential. All 3 of these players hail from the defensive side of the ball, which is a great sign for the team's overall strength. Junior cornerback Jermod McCoy earned a first-team selection. Last season, McCoy had a standout year on Rocky Top, racking up 44 tackles and an impressive 13 passes defended. That kind of performance is a clear indicator of his skill and impact on the field. Arion Carter and Boo Carter were both named third-team honorees. Arion led the Vols in tackles last fall, with a solid 68 tackles. Boo, on the other hand, is looking to build on his All-SEC freshman distinction from 2024. This shows that the Vols have a good mix of experienced players and rising stars. And this is the part most people miss. While the preseason rankings are interesting, the real story will unfold on the field. The Vols have a chance to prove the doubters wrong and climb the rankings. They have the talent, the coaching, and the drive to make a significant impact this season. What do you think? Do you agree with the SEC media's assessment of the Vols? Are you optimistic about their chances this SEC? 3. Tennessee football predicted to finish 9th in 2025 SEC preseason poll, Vols preview. In a surprising turn of events, Tennessee football has been voted number 9 in the SEC preseason poll by media, marking its lowest placement since coach Josh Heupel's debut season in 2021. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite this low ranking, Tennessee has a history of surpassing expectations under Heupel's leadership. The team finished second in the SEC standings in 2022 and third in 2024, proving that preseason polls don't always predict the final outcome. The 2025 SEC media poll, released on July 18, includes 16 teams in the expanded league, with Texas and Georgia taking the top 2 spots. 3 UT players have been voted to the 2025 preseason All-SEC team, including All-America cornerback Jermod McCoy, who is currently recovering from a torn ACL suffered in January. The Vols start preseason practice on July 30 and will face Syracuse in their season opener in Atlanta on August 30. The team's placement in the SEC preseason poll isn't a shock, given that they have to replace several key players, including SEC Offensive Player of the Year Dylan Sampson and NFL first-round pick James Pierce. In a separate preseason poll, the Vols were also voted number 10 by SEC beat reporters in the USA Today Sports Network. Tennessee received one first-place vote in the preseason poll. The predicted order of finish, as voted on by SEC media, is as follows: 1. Texas, 96, 2. Georgia, 44, 3. Alabama, 29, 4. LSU, 20, 5. South Carolina, 5, 6. Florida, 2, 7. Ole Miss, 1, 8. Texas A&M, 9. Tennessee, 1, 10. Oklahoma, 3, 11. Auburn, 1, 12. Missouri, 13. Vanderbilt, 2, 14. Arkansas, 15. Kentucky, 16. Mississippi State. So, what do you think? Does Tennessee have what it takes to exceed expectations once again, or will they struggle to fill the shoes of their departed stars?